Hey, good evening. Thanks for joining the live stream. We have a 2-for-1 tonight. I'm going to do separate videos. As you can see, we have the aerial lift bridge fully raised. We have the Baie Comeau. She's just about entering the canal piers right now. Little info about the Baie Comeau. She's owned and operated by the Canada Steamship Lines. 739 feet in length. She was built in China and launched in 2013. Hey Will, hey Esther. Nice to have you. She right now is fully loaded with salt and she is on her way to Hallett 5 dock. 47 degrees out, fantastic night. You can see the water is calm. Should be smooth sailing into the canal for the captain, no doubt about it. Interesting information about the Baie Comeau as well. That is a city in Quebec, Canada. I'll try my best to watch the comments, everybody. I'm just checking out the boats and trying to get everything set for you here. So I'll keep my eye on it. Hey Madison, hey Chuck. So she's entering. Give you a quick look at, like I always do, of the Duluth skyline. Take a quick peek at that before we go back to the Baie Comeau. Now stick with me because I'm going to start a separate video right after this. We have the Baie Miner. She is right now heading outbound and she has just turned the corner, went under the Blotnick Bridge. So we will be seeing her momentarily as well. So I'm going to do a separate video just so it doesn't get too long. There's a few people out here, more people over on the North Pier side. Take a peek at that Bentleyville. Got the music blaring over there. I'm sure a lot of people are having a fun time. Now there's that Wisconsin Point. We were out there earlier today. If you joined that, you can see the green and red light. Well, let's go to the star of the show, the Baie Comeau. In here, fully loaded with salt, going to Hallett 8. Yeah, it's cool to see all of you in here. I mean, it's sometimes you think that you're a boat nerd, you know, that's what I always thought of myself, but I see others like you that love this, so you can tell there's a passion with all of you as well with these ships. Good looking ship. Got a bright light right there on top of the bow, as you can see. That's the bridge on the stern. It's so nice to actually be out here recording when there's just barely any wind. And I don't have to worry about what the audio sounds like and trying to stabilize the camera. Yeah, I bet, Madison. I mean, you really fall in love with these ships, and especially if you're here, it's kind of part of your life, you know? 739 feet in length. Built in China. She was launched in 2013. Let's hope we get a nice horn exchange. Cutting through that water real smooth. See if I can get a shot of that for you. And again, stick with me right after this video. There'll be a separate video of the Baie Miner. She's coming through. Another 1,000-footer going to be going through. Hey, Wanda, how are you? Let's try to get that Bentleyville in there too for you. See the radar spinning up there? Pretty dark on the bridge there, you can see. Sure they're concentrating. Real smooth going through here. All right, we got that horn exchange. Sometimes, I don't know if you're like me, I'll be watching the camera and I'm like, that doesn't sound like it's going to happen. And all of a sudden they let it rip. Love that. And let's take a look at that light that Chuck pointed out before. We'll look at the top of the bridge, get a look at the stern of the ship going through. So let's take a look at that light. If you can see where I'm pointing, see that amber light right there? So that represents the actual current in the canal here. So it lets the ship operator determine how they have to navigate this canal. And as you can see with the steady amber, that means that very mild current inbound and outbound. I believe it's 1 mile per hour inbound or outbound, that means. So they really don't have anything that they have to do to adjust. Real smooth entry, real smooth entry. Obviously it's due to weather, favorable conditions all around. So we will wrap this up, give you a quick peek of Duluth. I will be back here in about 15 minutes. We will see a 1,000-footer, the Mesabi Miner. She's going outbound to the lake. That'll be a fun one to watch. Oh, Dennis, to answer that question about the colors, so you have the amber, that steady amber, that means that it's just the lowest possible current inbound or outbound, and then you have a steady green and a steady red, and then the next level is a blinking red and a blinking green. The red, that means that's an inbound current, and the green is outbound. So there's a little more information online. I'm still trying to learn it myself, but Chuck pointed that out before. But take a look at that background where you have the city of Duluth, you got Bentleyville, you got a ship. I mean, come on. And it's a Saturday. Can it get any better? And then tack on 47 degrees at the end of November in Minnesota. And if you recall, we were looking at that snow pile the other day. Nice. Yep, that's gone. Well, hang in there here. I'll see you in about 15 minutes. We'll watch a 1,000-footer, the Mesabi Miner, go outbound. Go grab yourself a coffee, and we'll be ready.